Hi, I'm Ali and welcome to my channel. So a couple of weeks ago, I happened to be in a fairly well-to-do neighborhood and happened to drive by a Ross. I popped in, took a look around, and I actually found the most amazing thing. I found this Balm eyeshadow palette. This is the Balm Appetit. It was a little pricier at $11.99. This was actually in one of those fragrance holders, so I didn't get a chance to kind of look at it or inspect it before I purchased it. But as soon as I got to work, I opened it up, and here's the big reveal. Here's the inside, so there's a little mirror. And I was a little devastated. I feel like some of these shades look like they were swatched, even though they were in that fragrance holder. Specifically, the middle row of shimmer shades and this bottom middle gray shade kind of looks like they have some finger prints in them. So actually, even these top two matte shades, now that I look at it. So I was pretty upset because this was in a fragrance holder, which you would think would prevent all of these swatches from occurring. So I have been on a mission trying to find an unswatched version of this palette. I've been to a bunch of different Rosses, so let me take you along shopping with me and see if we can find an unswatched version of this palette. Starting off with this Becca Skin Love Starter Set. This is a 3-piece set going for $14.99. It contains the Glow Elixir, Brighten and Blur Primer, and the Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. I also found this Becca Passport to Glow Shimmering Skin Perfector, going for $17.99. It's in the shade Spanish Rose Glow. More Becca products. This is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector, going for $9.99. This is a travel size version containing 12 ml of product. I also found this Becca Jet Set Glow 3-piece set, going for $11.99. I have also seen this recently at TJ Maxx for $16.99. It contains the Backlight Priming Filter, First Light Priming Filter, and the Under Eye Brightening Corrector. Here's something from Lancome. This is a 2-piece cream blush and makeup blender set. A little pricey at $29.99. I'll wait to see if this goes on clearance. This has the Rose Whipped Cream Blush and the Pistachio Blender. Here's something from Origins, the 3-part Harmony Day and Night Eye Cream Duo, going for $32.99. At another store, I found this EcoTools Sheer Finish Blush Brush, going for $3.99. And finally, something from theBalm, this Alternative Rock Volume 2 Face Palette, going for $7.99. Here's a look at the inside of the palette. This was an easy pass with one of the pans broken. At another store, I found this Becca Skin Love Glow Glaze Stick. This is a stick highlighter, going for $12.99. Some Clinique lip products, the Clinique Pop Splash in Sorbet Pop, and the Almost Lipstick in Pink Honey. The Pop Splash was $7.99. The Almost Lipstick was $6.99. I found this Kat Von D Cream Contour Brush number 5, going for only $8.99. this Kat Von D Shade and Light Cream Contour Palette, going for $14.99. Here's a K-Beauty product, these Witch Hazel Infused Face Masks from the Creme Shop. Was $3.99. And these balm products I found previously, the Luminizer Squad, $8.99. The Duminizer Squad Liquid Highlighter, $7.99. The Luminizer Sisters Trio, $7.99. And the Smoke Bomb Foiled Eyeshadow Palette, $3.99. Here's something else from Origins, the Original Skin Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay. This travel size version is $8.99. I have great luck finding things in the fragrance section. This Origins Clear Improvement Charcoal Honey Mask is a steal at only $12.99. I also found this Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick Compact in the shade Bronze, going for $18.99. So unfortunately, I was very unlucky. I did not find an unswatched version or even a swatched version of this palette. This seems like it's the only one that I've seen. So I'm a little conflicted. I feel like being in the fragrance holder, it should not have been swatched. And as I look at the pans, I kind of feel like I can still see all the ridges in the eyeshadows. So maybe that means it wasn't swatched. I think I will end up keeping it just because I haven't seen it anywhere else. I do like it. I don't normally go for these cooler toned eyeshadow palettes, so it is very different than many of the eyeshadow palettes I currently have in my collection. So, I don't know, what would you do if you were in my position? Please leave me a comment down below. So moving on to all of the other things that I purchased while I visited all these Rosses. I did pick up the Origins Clear Improvement Charcoal Honey Mask. This was $12.99. So here's a look at the packaging. It is a full-size product. And that's interesting. So the color is just, it does have like a hint of brown in there. It's not a pure charcoal mask. I guess that's where the honey comes in. So I will be eager to try this out. I don't believe I filmed these next two products. First is this Clinique Almost Lipstick, and this is in the shade Pink Honey, and this was $6.99. Now I believe I've owned the Black Honey in the past, so I thought I'd want to try this out. Here is a look at the packaging. Here's a look at the shade. I know Black Honey is supposed to be a universal shade. I'm not really sure about the Pink Honey. Maybe it doesn't look like there's that much color in it. Maybe it's supposed to be a Your Lips But Better. I also picked up the Smashbox Cover Shot Petal Metal Eye Palette. This was $11.99. And this was sealed. I think this may have been in a fragrance holder as well. So I haven't looked at it yet. It's actually taped quite well to the packaging. Okay, so here's a look at the cover. It has that cool animation effect on it. And this is supposed to be a rose gold color palette. And oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Okay, so there's a little mirror. I have to be careful because one of the pans is broken. Okay, I'm trying my best to show it and not drop this. think some fell out, didn't it? I felt something on my foot. Okay, let me try to pat this in a little bit. So this will teach me to inspect things even in fragrance holders at the register before I purchase them. Although this one would have been hard since it was totally sealed. Okay, so there's a look at the palette. It is really pretty. Too bad about that one broken eyeshadow. However, the pan is fairly large, so I don't think I'll have to repress it right away. And I think all of the other shades are so pretty, so a little disappointing, but not a total loss. Okay, and all the rest of the products I picked up are all Becca products. I can't believe the Becca jackpot that is in Ross stores right now. And while I was checking out at one of the locations, the cashier mentioned to me that she was unfamiliar with Becca, but she had noticed that a lot of Becca is coming in almost every day. So if you have not visited your Ross lately and you're interested in Becca, I highly suggest you check out your local Ross locations. Okay. So I don't think I filmed this one either, but this is the Becca Ultimate Lip Definer, and this is in the shade Mystery. I did look up the shade online because this product was in the glass cabinet by the jewelry section. Here is a look at the product, and I was a little confused. I actually thought this end was the lip product, but it's actually the sharpener. So here is the actual product. Kind of looks like maybe a brick red. And I'm wondering if this is not retractable. Doesn't seem to be going down. Okay. So there's that. I don't know if I mentioned, this was $8.99. I did pick up the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. This is a travel size version, and Ross had it for $9.99. Here's a look at the packaging. This is a travel size version, 12 ml size. I did pick up the Becca Evermatte foundation from TJ Maxx a couple of months ago, so I'd be interested in trying these two products together since they're both from the same line. I also picked up the Becca Skin Love Glow Glaze stick. This is a stick highlighter. It was $12.99. Here's a look at the packaging, and it actually feels pretty light. It feels lighter than a lipstick, I would say. And here's a look at the shade. This looks promising. It doesn't look like it has any glitter in it, so it might be good for a more natural looking highlight. And speaking of highlights, I did pick up the Becca Passport to Glow Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is the Spain version, and this was $17.99. Now I've seen people find these Becca Passport to Glow highlighters, the special edition highlighters, in TJ Maxx. I have yet to see someone else find it at Ross. I would be interested in picking up the England one though. Here's a look at the shade. So this is a rose gold. It's called Spanish Rose Glow. I do already own a different Becca highlighter. It might even be a Passport to Glow also. Let me look for it. Okay, here's the other special edition Becca highlighter I have. This is the Parisian Lights highlighter. I think this was in some kinds of collab. I picked this up at Nordstrom in a set maybe a year or two ago. So let's see. I do feel like you can definitely see a difference in the shade. The Parisian Lights seems a little lighter, maybe more iridescent. The Spanish Rose Glow is a little darker. So definitely different enough where I can justify having both in my collection. Right? I also picked up the Becca Skin Love Starter Set. This was a 3-piece set for $14.99. So here's how it was packaged in the box. So it comes with this Glow Elixir, which is a glow boosting serum that replenishes and restores skin with essential nutrients for healthier looking, glowing complexion. The Brighten and Blur Primer. This is a skin smoothing primer that instantly blurs and hydrates the skin. And finally, this is a good size of the Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. It's an alcohol-free, gentle, super fine mist that envelopes the skin in moisture to help set and refresh the look of makeup. And finally, I picked up the Jet Set Glow kit from Becca. This is a prep and prime kit, 3 pieces for $11.99. Has similar packaging as the Becca Skin Love set. This comes with 2 travel size primers, the Backlight Priming Filter, which I'm currently using. I actually have this in my 19 and 2019 project pan, and the Becca First Light Priming Filter, and I've never tried this one before. I think I would prefer this one over the Backlight. I already have combination skin, and while this does kind of illuminate your skin, it gives you more glowing skin, I think my oils already do a good job of that, so I kind of limit it just to my highlighted areas, but I think this I could use all over my face. The kit also comes with this tiny under eye brightening corrector. There's what it looks like. Must be at least a couple of months worth of product in here. I definitely need something to color correct my super dark under eye circles, so hopefully this works out for me. And that'll complete today's Ross haul video. I was very pleasantly surprised at the wide variety of products that I've been finding at Ross lately, and it kind of seems like when I'm having a slow week at TJ Maxx, not really finding things there, I can head over to Ross, and more times than not, I will find at least one thing to pick up. Super excited to have found all those Becca products and the Origins charcoal masks, so don't sleep on your local Ross, everyone. Thanks so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again in one of my future videos. Bye!